Hello and welcome to this week's makes. I did a lot. I am currently market prepping, so you will have seen a lot of these in my market prep videos, but I do want to go into detail on what I created this week, and I will link all of the patterns that I do have in the description box for you. We're not going to delay. There is a lot here. There is some that I've half done as well, and I'll explain why when I get to it. Let's get into it. Starting strong, we got some jellyfish. I have made a total of 9. Yeah, I have a lot made. So, yeah. Which is your favourite? I'm between these two. Love the green. Yellow is different. But yeah, there's a lot. So this pattern, there's a few I go between, and I will link this one in the description box for you. But I just make it my own. I put in what I want. I use the colours I want, whatever I think goes. And they take about over an hour anyway per jellyfish, if I'm not mistaken. I timed it a while back, but I haven't timed it since, and I have gotten quicker, so it used to take over an hour. Reflective eyes in some, and then glitter eyes in one of the older ones that I've done. Okay, so my camera died and I really want to get this video filmed and up for you now, so I'm just gonna continue it on my phone. These bunnies I've been doing from the very start of markets, and I often do them in like a dark brown, beige and grey colour. I have done a stone colour in the past, but this is the beige one, and I did the eyes a little bit bigger this time just to see. I do think I prefer the eyes slightly smaller, and I did him on the treadmill as well, so I got my steps in while making him, because he does take time, and normally I keep pieces like this for when I'm travelling in the car. I don't need multiple colours and stuff, and it's really easy to get it done fast. And this is one of the few that I don't have the pattern of. I explained in my previous video. If you haven't watched it, I'll link it up here for you. So this was a custom order, and I'll pop a picture on the screen of the horse that I was to replicate. He turned out really cute. It was my first time using this pattern as well. I'll link it below for you. And yeah, it's different to what the pattern looks like, obviously, because it is a custom order. This took time because of following the horse's markings as well. But yeah, it's so cute. It's meant to be one that like sits on the bed or is, you know, stored. It's not really one that's meant for sitting in any other position really, but yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out, and the girl loves it as well. This one has been waiting to be made for such a long time. I had this sitting there for, I think, like 2 months. This was a whip that I ran out of yarn for, and I had to order it, and I eventually did it. I did his eyes a little bit too close together, but he's still very cute. I had him finished a day, and then I went to the market the following day and he sold. So yeah, I'll definitely make one again. Not anytime soon though, I don't have time, but loved it. Little bean stitches, pattern link below. Happy birthday! So this turtle is so cute, and this pattern is by one of my favourites here to watch on YouTube, Katie. I will link pattern below, but yeah, so I'm in Ireland. I didn't have the yarn that she uses, but I made use of what I do have, and it turned out so cute. This one is great for grabbing people's attention when they're walking past your table. I do have it priced high purely because I don't necessarily want to sell it. I want it to be an eye catcher, so that's a good tip for you if you want to make pieces that catch people's eye and draw them in. Next we have the cutest little kittens ever. This is the mini kitten pattern by Annie Caraway, again linked below for you. I did the block colour ones. I'm not gone on the fuzzy one. I need to use up that fuzzy yarn and I want to get rid of it, so that's why I use it. But the brown one sold, and I have sold the other ones in cafes and they do well. This pattern was out probably a few hours and I got it straight away. Also, please ignore my little voodoo looking plant over there. I've no moss pole so I just wrapped it up with twine. But look how cute this hamster is. I am obsessed. Again, another piece I had made the day before and sold straight away. It sold within the first hour at the market. It is so cute and I can't wait to make another one. They're just adorable. So I'm new to these. I didn't do them before, and since doing them they are a hit. Everybody loves them. A little bit slow in the cafe. I've only put them in one, so I am going to try another, but at markets they do really well. People love them. So I bought 2 new patterns for this, and you might see them in my next video. It's a monkey and I think a capybara, so I'm excited to try those out. The next one is a pattern by myself. I created this. There is some online. They were all too big. I didn't like them. I wanted a really small keychain size watermelon slice, so I actually designed this myself. I might release it as a free pattern on Instagram. I never even thought of that. Pause while I go do that. Next, I got these little marshmallows done. They're so cute. I did them before. I followed a different pattern. They were more narrow and they were smaller, but that's because I used thicker yarn this time, and I think for the time it takes, you're better off to make them as big as you can because it's going to take the same length of time anyway, and that you can get more for them. So yeah, these are really cute. They are Kelly Cat style, if you know. And yeah, very simple, very easy and quick to do. And last time I did these, I only did the pink one last time, and that one did sell, so we'll just see how these go at Dwella. I was a little bit apprehensive on showing this because I have made the bits, but they're just not finished. I'm going to show them just like this. The turtles I'll leave till next time. But yeah, so loaf cats, these are the biggest ones that I do. These ones I charge 25 for them. They're very popular. So you'd think that it's only the small ones. People do like the big ones as well. I have one made and I have these two. I think they're the same size. They might be slightly smaller. Black and white. I love that one. It's so cute. It's the tuxedos. These are Annie Caraway's patterns. So, and I didn't realise it actually when I had done this one, how similar they are. They're basically the same. And I think his eyes are bigger. I think they're 25mm eyes. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so basically the same, but it's fine. I do plan on doing a smaller set and then the smallest ones again. So that's those ones that I have made. So the next one I've been wanting to do for a while. Like, I mean, for a good while. And I kept putting it off until now, and I finally did it, and it didn't even take that long to do. I adjusted this pattern, so there's meant to be a candle on top, but instead I just put another cherry, because the candle, I find it's just associated with birthdays, so at least with this it's kind of just a cake, but it is again Kelly Cat inspired, so I have a few pieces like that this time. And yeah, it was a nice simple easy pattern. I did find cherry bit complicated because it's like you had to double it up or something. I don't really know, to be honest, so I have adjusted it, like I said, to what I wanted to do, so that might be confusing for some people. Maybe it's just me understanding it, but I did alter it a little bit. But I'm delighted with how it turned out, and yeah, I think it's really, really cute. Next on the list is one I have done before, and it is Little Bean Stitches pattern, and it's the gold pattern. It's so cute. Anytime I've had these, they always sell, and I decided this time to, for the bigger ones, because I do them in two sizes, this is the bigger one, I decided to do it in the fluffier yarn, and I prefer that for the bigger one. And I prefer the normal chenille yarn in the smaller size one, if that makes sense. He is so cute. So this one does take time, and that is why I don't do a lot of these. Normally I do it in black hooves and grey, or I've done browns before as well, but this time I decided to do a light colour. So it's very baby-like to me, like it looks very cute for a child, or nursery or whatever. But yeah, I'm delighted with him, and I hope he goes to a good home. Next on the list for this week's makes is this horse. I have a couple of things with this pattern by Crochet Grove. Love it. I did use the unicorn pattern for this. It took me a while to figure out the face part. I don't know why. I think it was my stitches were wrong, my number of stitches, and that's why I found it a bit complicated. After like 4 goes, I was about to give up, and then I stuck it out and I managed to do it. But after that, then it was easy. All very straightforward, very simple. Again, any 4-legged animals tend to take time because you have to do the 4 legs separately, and then you have to crochet them all together on a body, and yeah, so it does take a while, but the results are very much worth it. Like this, I'm obsessed. I'll definitely do one of these again very soon. Now, the only other downside to this is the colours I chose. I picked them late at night and I was like, oh, they'll be fine, they'll do, without shining like the flashlight, because I had my neck light thing that I use. So the hair colour, love. I wish I did the hooves the same colour as the hair and it wouldn't have been as bad. I do not like the body colour. It's this mushroom brown. I'm not gone on it. Like if I had done, like I said, the hooves the same colour as the hair, it'd be so much better. But yeah, so at least I got to practice and try out the pattern. Love it. Just not happy with my decisions that I made on the colours. And I did the silver eyes. I think they're 25mm as well, but I love the shape of the horse. Again, altered the pattern to where I added an extra row for the hair, I think, So by doing that, then I made the hair too long that it looks like it's attached to the tail. Like it should kind of, there should be a separation, if that makes sense, where you can see the gap between the tail and the hair. I don't know, I adjusted this one as well, and yeah, I messed it up. So I do love it. The colours I'm not gone on, and I wish I did the hair different is all, but it is perfect, there's nothing wrong with it. So yeah, I'm delighted with that. And like I said, this one took longer than the goat, I think, because of the hair. Yeah, I want to say definitely like an hour and 45 minutes. So normally the goat, he is between 30 and 35 euro. In saying that, he is the bigger one, so I might have to think about that. But this horse is definitely going to be 40 at least, pricing him, just because of all the detail and how long he took. So maybe 35, 45, I don't know, we'll see. I do have bees made up along with the turtles, but they're not put together, so I am going to keep that for the next video. So finally, I do have some bits for the cafe that I made. Some pieces I've already dropped to the cafes, so I don't even have them here to show you all of them. But I made 6 of these Willy the Whales. So I did 2 navy. No, I didn't, did I? I can't remember. I think I did 2 navy, 2 in this colour, and 2 in this kind of turquoisey, light turquoisey colour. So depending on the thickness of the yarn, that's why one is smaller if you're not familiar with crocheting. But yeah, I did 6 of these. These sell well. I brought these for, I think I brought these to Dog Chew anyway. They all sold. So these might be the last time I might make these until next year, because it's coming out of summer, so people aren't going to want the summery water animals anymore, I'm assuming. If you crochet and you have been for a few years and you go to markets and sell stuff, let me know in the comments below. Do you keep the water animals for only summertime? It makes me sad, because my colourful jellyfish as well, is that only going to be, you know, a spring summer pattern thing? I've been doing it all year this year so far, and they've all sold, so we'll just have to see. But I have a feeling these will only be summertime. So that's those. These are for a dog event coming up on the 15th and 16th, so there's a little fundraiser. So I made these 2, so they're little dash hounds, but I did them in the cream colour with different coloured jumpers, so I'm delighted with those. So I have 2 of those, and I tried out Annie Caraway's new dog pattern. So I have the first one, but I got the second one. I think this is from the second one anyway. It's cute. I don't know why. I think I'm so tired from all the crocheting that when I was doing this, I built up like resentment towards it, of like frustration. So I didn't enjoy making this, but I think it's just the tiredness. But yeah, and I should have put his ears higher, I think. And I didn't even follow her ear pattern, because like I said, I was just so fed up. I just did the same as the dash hounds, just smaller. But he is very cute. He's meant to be a dash hound, I think, or something along those lines. But yeah, he's very cute. I did green eyes on him. Then I made this little guy. This pattern again, not my favourite. It is cute. It is straightforward. Did not enjoy the ears. I don't like the look of the ears on him. I think he's another dash hound. Why do I keep doing those? Or like a basset hound style dog. Or is he a beagle, I think, or something anyway. But the colours I chose, I worked with what I had at the moment. I put in an order for yarn, so I do have a lot of that coming. But yeah, I don't know. This again did not fully enjoy making this. The body is fairly straightforward. Oh, that was it. It was when you get to you start with the head, you work your way back. But then when you're doing the body, you have to like surface crochet and work your way down the bottom. It wasn't my cup of tea. It's not my thing. I don't really like surface crocheting. I'd rather you make a separate piece and then crochet that in or sew that on, if that makes sense. Do not like surface crocheting. And that is what both of those had. So maybe that's why I didn't really enjoy these patterns. But yeah, he's cute anyway, and we'll see how it goes. Out of these 2, I definitely preferred this one, for convenience of making it, and his ears keep sticking up. In this week's makes, I will show you the turtles, I'll show you the cats finished, and I will show you the bees put together and whatever else I do make this week. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching up until this point, and leave me a cake emoji in the comments below if you watched this far. Let me know which is your favourite pattern, and if you have done any of these patterns before, I would love to know your thoughts below. So I will see you in my next one. Bye.